Welcome to the Manager Lab, where we delve into the increasingly dynamic world of talent management. In each episode, we will unravel key insights, break down the most relevant books and articles, and provide actionable tips to optimize your approach in developing and retaining top talent. Stay tuned for a deep dive into the art, science, and strategy of unlocking your team's full potential. Let's enter the Manager Lab. Today we're diving into one of the most powerful and honestly one of the most confronting ideas in leadership from the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell, the law of magnetism. And Maxwell puts it simply, who you are is who you attract. Now let that sit with you for a moment, because this law doesn't just challenge what you do as a leader, it challenges who you are as a leader. So the core idea here is, as leaders, we often think our job is to attract talent, to motivate people, and to build great teams. And certainly that's a big part of it. But Maxwell flips that thinking upside down. He says that you don't attract who you want, you attract who you are. So if you're positive, growth-oriented, and disciplined, you'll attract people who value those things. If you're inconsistent, disengaged, or negative, you'll attract, or at least tolerate, more of the same. And here's the hard truth. Your team is a reflection of your leadership DNA. Not perfectly, not instantly, but over time, inevitably. Now, why this matters more than you think it does. This law matters because it explains something every manager has experienced. Why do some leaders consistently build energized, high-performing teams, while others struggle with disengagement, turnover, and low accountability? It's not just strategy. It's not just process. It's magnetism. Think about it. People are drawn to energy. People are drawn to integrity. They're drawn to vision and growth. But they're also drawn, sometimes unconsciously, to comfort and mediocrity and cynicism. And whatever you consistently model becomes the culture you ultimately build and attract. So if you want to change your team, you must first change yourself. So here's the leadership mirror. Here's where it gets real. If you look at your team today and feel frustrated, maybe people aren't stepping up, maybe accountability is low, maybe energy is flat, the law of magnetism invites you to ask a bold question. Where might I be modeling what I don't want? Not in a blaming way, but in an empowering way. Because if you are the magnet, then you also have the power to shift what you attract. So here's some key takeaways. Number one, leadership is identity first, skill second. Your character, your mindset, and habits speak louder than your instructions ever will. Number two, culture is caught, not just taught. You can't lecture your way to a great team. People absorb what you consistently demonstrate. Number three, you attract what you tolerate. Even if you're not intentionally attracting certain behaviors, if you allow them, they become part of your magnetism. And number four, growth starts from within. If you want better thinking, stronger ownership, and higher standards on your team, it starts with raising your own. So here's some actionable tips for managers so that we can start to apply three powerful, practical ways this law of magnetism starting today. Number one, do a weekly mirror check. At the end of each week, ask yourself, what energy did I bring into the team this week? What behaviors did I model consistently? And what did I tolerate that I shouldn't have? And this isn't about perfection, it's about awareness, because awareness is the first step to intentional magnetism. Number two, raise one standard starting with you. Don't try to fix everything at once. Instead, pick one trait you want more of on your team, whether it be ownership or positivity, maybe preparation or follow through. And then how can I model this at a higher level this week? Show it in meetings, show it in your communications, and show it in how you respond under pressure. Because when you elevate the standard in yourself, you silently raise the bar for everyone else. And then number 3, intentionally seed your culture. You don't just attract, you also select. So start being more intentional about who you recognize, who you promote, or who you spend time developing. Shine a spotlight on the behaviors that you want more of, because what gets rewarded gets repeated, and over time, that shapes your magnetism. So here's the inspiring part of this law. It puts leadership fully within your control. You don't need a new org chart. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't need a different team. You need a deeper commitment to becoming the kind of leader you'd want to follow. Because when you grow, your team grows. When you elevate, your culture elevates. And when you change, everything around you begins to shift. So as you step into your next meeting or your next conversation or your next decision, remember this: you are always leading, you are always modeling, and you are always attracting. The only question is, what kind of magnet are you becoming? If this episode challenged or inspired you, share it with another leader who's committed to growing from the inside out. And until next time we meet in the Manager Lab, do good work.